what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Hot Topics with Abby. It's a beautiful Friday here in Baltimore City. Yes, I'm back. Hot Topics with Abby. All right, so today I have as guest today my very good friend Aziza. What's up, girl? How you doing?
Hi, how you guys doing?
Please, what's not making you blush? Anyways, thank you for being on the show today.
You're welcome.
All right, so let's get into today's topic. So today, we're going to be talking about something that is hurting me in my heart. In my soul. It's doing me one kind. So I thought I'll just talk about it. Today we're going to be talking about why married men cheat. My sister, it's a really, really serious issue.
Yes, it is. And it's a very broad topic, too.
It is a broad topic. So we're going to have today's going to be the first part, and next week is going to be the second part. So before we actually started filming, we had a long discussion with the producer.
Argument.
Yes, a heated argument with the producer, and he was like, "Oh, what do you mean? Why do married men cheat? It's deeper than you think." And I totally do agree that it's deeper than you think. I'm not married, and
I'm not married either.
Yes, we're not married, but I feel like I've seen certain things, and I feel like we need to talk about it. Somebody needs to talk about it.
Yeah.
So, why do you think married men cheat?
I would say first thing first. I would say it's probably. It's not justifying them cheating, but I would say it's lack of communication between both of them, and also greediness.
Yeah, so let's talk about lack of communication first.
Yeah.
Lack of communication in any relationship can ruin a lot of things, because a lot of people break up for something they could have just communicated about. When your spouse is not doing something right, you could just talk about it. And I feel like a lot of people don't do that in their relationships.
Yeah, but it's difficult when you can't actually communicate with your partner, because some people in relationship at the beginning it's all good, everything is going well, but it gets to a point where I don't know, maybe y'all start to resent each other, or
how do you claim you love each other and start to resent each other? I don't get that part.
So many things happen and that would actually lead to that. Things that you didn't communicate about. Some things you just you just look it over, some
See, exactly. That's why it's good to communicate your emotions. It's good to communicate your feelings. So, for example, you get married, you're a man, you get married to a woman, and then all of a sudden she doesn't do those things she used to do anymore. She doesn't sexually satisfy you anymore. She doesn't give you those extra things she used to do before y'all got married. She doesn't dress the way you want her to dress anymore. And you just start to feel like, this girl is slacking, this woman is slacking.
Instead of you to actually communicate
with her,
this is what is going on.
Exactly.
Babe, I want you to change.
And then you just go out there one day, you see this fine girl, and you're driving your Range Rover or G-Wagon, and you just think it's cool to be like, "Hey, baby girl, what's up? Where are you going? Let me pick you up. Come in my Jeep. Let's go and live life." And because she's dressed in a certain kind of way that your wife is not. Why don't you go home and make your wife?
You can even buy the things that you want her.
Thank you.
Just buy the dress and babe, I want you. Let's go out. Let's have fun. Let's do things that we used to do before. It's a two-way thing. It's not just one person. You can't just expect her to just think, or those things she might just have been comfortable, because in a relationship, truthfully, you get comfortable at some point.
Of course.
You get comfortable with yourself, and it's because that's the person that you've been with for a long time.
Right.
So if you don't communicate and tell the person, this is what is bothering me, and something like that, you won't actually get results.
Of course, because you want to go outside and cheat. How about you do? You tell your girl, "Hey, I got you this dress. I want you to wear it because I saw it on this other woman today, and I admired it on her." Instead of actually picking that girl up and be like, "Baby girl, come here. I would take care of you." Because trust me, I've seen a man, right? This is like real life situation. He got married like as at that time he's been married for less than 2 years. His wife is fine AF. Like she is fine. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's like she was getting her PhD and light skinned yellow fine woman. And then he was trying to holler at me, and I'm just like, I see your wife all the time. Like I knew his family, I knew his wife. And I'm like, she's got everything. She is so beautiful. She dresses well. She's like hot babe, like forget it. Like she is fine. And at that time next to her I was learning. And I'm like, why would you wanna
Jeopardize on what you
step
have.
out on you've been married for barely 2 years, less than 2 years, and you want to start cheating already? I mean, I feel like a lot of married men, like you said, greed is another.
Yeah.
It's a
They're
major
just not
issue.
contented with what they have.
Yes.
I asked somebody, what exactly makes, married men cheat from a married couple. And then, it was like men are just like that.
What do you
They're
mean men are just
born
like
like
that?
that. That's the way God has made them. I'm like, what? Are you
God
telling
did
me?
not
Are
make
you really telling me that I can't actually be in a relationship with somebody or get married to somebody and the person will not actually cheat on me? Are you trying to say that all men actually do cheat?
I
Then
mean,
I'm doomed because I do not want a man to cheat on me.
I feel like not all men cheat. That's the truth.
Yeah,
That's how I
it
feel.
can be. I
Not
choose
all
not to
men
believe
cheat.
that
Not all men
anyway.
cheat because there are really good, God-fearing men out there. I really don't believe all men cheat, and I feel like there's no excuse for you to actually cheat.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not these days. You can't even tell the difference between a married
Married
and a
men.
single man
Yeah.
anymore, because and you have married men just like in my workplace, like because like there are like a lot of older people in my workplace, and I'm like the youngest person at my job, and you see like a married man walking around talking to a younger, like, oh, let me see your phone, I know you got some nudes on your phone.
What?
First of all, you're married. Stop acting like you're single. And that's a really big problem. And I feel like next segment, because we're going to be talking about this again next week, we need to have a male opinion in this, because
definitely.
it's not, I feel like I want to hear from men. I want to know what are you thinking, what's in your head. Because before you decided that you wanted to spend the rest of your life with this woman, you need to understand that I'm stuck with her. That's the only person I'm allowed to have sex with for the rest of my life. So whatever problem you have with her, better sit her down and be like, you used to give me head. You stop giving me head. You gotta start giving me head. I like head. Give me head. Head.
But you gotta think about it from I'm not justifying
No,
the guy.
that's not
Hold
justifiable.
on. But you gotta think about it from the guy's perspective too, because some women, trust me, they're so hard. Like the communication, the guy would actually try to talk to his wife that this is so, and she'd be like, oh, did you know this is the way I was before we got married? Did you know this is this, and all that leads to him just, okay, since that's what she's gonna say, let me just go out and do that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that too. Like I said, this is a really long topic, because I feel like a lot of women do push their husbands out there.
They do.
A lot of women do, because it's not okay not to give your husband sex. Yeah. Well, I'm not talking about a sex addict that wants to have sex like 10 times a day. You're not a slave. But like a normal man who just wants to have like some companionship with his wife, it's not okay to, and and for example, look at Toke Makinwa's story. Trust me, she's a beautiful woman. Yeah. She dresses well. She's successful. She has an amazing career. But look at the woman who her ex-husband cheated on her with. She's has nothing as she is. Yeah. Like, not physically, not that I know of, not career-wise. She's not as beautiful as Toka is. But the man still cheated. Do you get what I'm talking about? I mean, a man... my producer, like this man, he was like I said, we had a heated argument before we started filming. I'm not judging, right? But Well, and talking about your wife's, situation, the thing is that when a man doesn't love you, he doesn't love you.
Yeah.
And she knew that from the start, but she still went into it. So that's a totally different.
I mean, she didn't know that he didn't love her. If a guy keeps coming back, no, I mean,
a man's being cheating. He's
I think what she had was pretty much had to do with her self-esteem.
Come on, let's be okay.
It didn't have to do with
this isn't it. In her book, if you read her book said they try to get married like 2 times, but last minute, he just changes his mind. Mm-hmm. Really, if a man loves you and he wants to marry you,
it would get
honey,
it wouldn't even take him a
second. Shoot, that's why she said when a lot of people were surprised, on her wedding day because people didn't know because she was scared what's been happening would happen again. Yeah. This man, it's like you're going into something that you're setting yourself up for failure. Yeah. Well, like I said, we need to bring a man in here next week. We need to talk about this. I need a man's opinion. I feel like then it's gonna be balanced because I want to know what's going on in their heads. Like, what's happening? Like, what are you thinking about when you're out there cheating? And like I said, there are really faithful men out there.
Yeah. But I mean, I hope so because if you'll see all those relationships online and then you're like,
couple goals.
Goals. This is so cute.
But you don't know
the thing is, you actually don't know what is happening in their homes. You don't know what is actually happening. There was this YouTube couple that I saw. They are Chris. Do you know about that?
Who? Chris and who?
Chris and Queen, I think.
I know Nikita and.
Yeah,
I know. You will think.
So perfect.
You would think those people are like, oh my perfection,
yes,
but it was just.
The Chris and Queen I was talking to you about, the guy would actually go out and tell those other girls that I and Queen, we're not together anymore, we're just doing for the YouTube, and they were still married. He still goes back home to her, and they were still married. They have a baby together, and they do it for the social media, and I think that's another problem too. I think as a women, we actually wanna I mean, I'm not saying don't what's that word? No. Don't advertise what you have, or don't be proud of what you have. But don't put it.
Honestly, I don't see anything. If you think you have a good man, I don't see any reason why you can't show up your relationship.
You can show it off, but don't.
It's just because of the kind
out there like that.
Trust me, before this whole social media world, Facebook, when it was just Facebook, anybody would post their man, no stress, nothing. Sure. But it's because of this whole social media world kind of situation we're in right now. There's absolutely nothing wrong, but in this time and day, you have to make sure
that what you have.
Y'all been with that man for 2 years. You know that you're only chick and the main chick, but it doesn't matter. Look at Kevin Hart, for example.
Yeah,
they've been together for 8 years. Everybody knows they're together. He says married, but apparently, and as famous as he is, he still went out there cheating. So can you imagine that man that nobody knows?
Yeah, that really would. It doesn't change anything actually. If a man wants to cheat,
that's what I'm saying. So imagine a man that nobody knows, nobody gives a hoot about you. You're gonna be out there cheating. So let alone a man the whole world knows, and he knows that he has a really high chances of getting caught. But he still went there and cheated. And you're not gonna tell me this lady's not beautiful. Even as pregnant as she is, she still got a banging body. Come on now. But he still went out and cheated. So like I said, we're gonna continue this next week because this is a
very broad topic.
And I want a male opinion. But yes, send your questions in if you have any questions. You can leave a comment. Yes, under YouTube, leave a comment on my Instagram, king_Abby_ anything. But thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. We're gonna be back next week. We're definitely gonna be back next week. Until then, y'all, man, stop chitting.